There is no more waiting because this moment has already chosen you, aligned with your journey, your pain, your patience, and everything you survived to stand here now. You are not watching this by coincidence, because nothing this intense, this direct, and this precise happens without purpose attached to your life. Every delay you endured was shaping strength, discipline, and clarity that comfort could never teach, preparing you for responsibility you once thought was too heavy. What you prayed for quietly is now responding loudly, demanding action, courage, and belief instead of hesitation, fear, or excuses that once kept you stuck. This is not motivation for someday, because someday never comes. This is instruction for now, for movement, for decision, and for ownership of your destiny. The season of questioning your worth is over, because survival already proved your value when you stood firm while pressure tried relentlessly to crush you. You didn't lose time, you gained wisdom, awareness, and endurance that separates leaders from followers and builders from those who only talk about dreams. The struggle was not punishment, it was preparation, building mental toughness, emotional control, and spiritual grounding required to sustain what is coming next. You are no longer being tested. You are being trusted with opportunity that demands discipline, responsibility, and execution instead of fear-based delay. Everything you thought was blocking you was actually positioning you exactly where growth, exposure, and elevation could happen without destroying your foundation. This moment asks for courage, not perfection, because perfection delays progress, while courage creates momentum through imperfect but consistent action. Stop waiting for confidence to appear, because confidence is born only after movement, after risk, and after choosing action despite uncertainty. You were built through pressure, shaped by rejection, and refined by silence, so success would not intoxicate you or make you forget humility. The future is not distant, it is demanding your participation right now, asking you to step forward instead of observing from the sidelines. What belongs to you responds only when you move, not when you wait, complain, overthink, or look backward for validation. This is the moment excuses expire, because excuses have never built anything meaningful or protected anyone from regret. Fear has had enough control over your decisions, and today it loses authority because growth requires discomfort and boldness. You have already proven resilience by surviving storms that would have stopped others long before reaching this point. You don't need approval anymore, because your journey was never meant to be understood by everyone watching from outside. The silence you endured trained focus, patience, and inner strength that loud success could never teach prematurely. You were never meant to blend in, stay quiet, or shrink yourself to keep others comfortable around your potential. This is where you stop explaining your vision to people committed to misunderstanding your growth. The door is open, but it will not carry you through. You must walk with intention and belief. Your story is proof that endurance builds leaders, not shortcuts, luck, or overnight recognition. Everything you survived was evidence that you are capable of handling what is coming next. This is not the time to look back at who you were, but to honor growth by acting as who you've become. What once felt like delay was actually alignment protecting you from receiving too early. Strength was formed when nobody clapped, noticed, or encouraged you to continue. You didn't come this far to hesitate when opportunity finally meets preparation. This moment requires decision, not emotion, because emotions fluctuate while decisions create direction. Rise without apology, because humility does not require shrinking your purpose. Move with conviction, even if your voice shakes, because courage is obedience despite fear. You are no longer asking for permission, because authority was built through experience. This is the season of execution, not planning, dreaming, or waiting for ideal conditions. What is meant for you cannot be missed when you choose action over doubt. The weight you carried strengthened muscles you didn't know existed. You are aligned, not behind, regardless of timelines others forced on you. This is where hesitation ends and intentional movement begins. You were prepared in private so you could stand in public without breaking. Discipline carried you here when motivation disappeared. The voice telling you to wait longer is not wisdom, it is fear. Everything changed the moment you decided not to quit. This opportunity responds to belief backed by action. You are ready, even if you don't feel ready yet. Growth does not ask for comfort, it demands commitment. You were built to handle pressure without losing integrity. This is the moment responsibility meets readiness. The path ahead requires courage, not certainty. You already carry what you've been searching for. Stand tall because you earned this position through endurance. Stop waiting for clarity. Clarity follows movement. Your past cannot disqualify what persistence qualified you for. You were forged, not gifted, into this version of yourself. This is not luck. It is alignment meeting effort. Everything that tried to stop you failed for a reason. Now is not the time to shrink your expectations. Speak, build, create, and execute without apology. The delay taught patience, not defeat. You are trusted with more because you proved faithful with less. This moment requires bold faith, not passive hope. The door opened because you became ready. What you do next defines momentum. You were shaped for impact, not comfort. The struggle refined your focus. You no longer wait for validation. Action is your new language. This is the season of ownership. Rise into responsibility with confidence. You earned this opportunity through endurance. The waiting season is complete. Execution begins now. Courage replaces hesitation. Focus replaces distraction. Discipline replaces excuses. Faith replaces fear. Movement replaces delay. Authority replaces doubt. Action replaces overthinking. Growth replaces comfort. Purpose replaces confusion. Strength replaces weakness. Vision replaces limitation. Commitment replaces procrastination. Responsibility replaces avoidance. Momentum replaces stagnation. Alignment replaces chaos. Confidence replaces uncertainty. Execution replaces planning. There is no more waiting. This is yours, and it begins right now.